no friends, I ain't got nobody. All I got ahead is a moonlit road. When the downtown lights start to come out at night, we go insane, we go insane. And when I arrive, I start to lose my mind. I go insane, I go insane. Cause they told me you take too much. Yeah, I sure do, so I can feel that now. If they only knew how these boys, yeah, they would too, just to feel that now. Cause I ain't got no friends, I ain't got nobody. All I got ahead is a moonlit road. Cause they told me you take too much. Yeah, I sure do, so I can feel that now. If they only knew how these boys, yeah, they would too, just to feel that now. Cause I ain't got no friends, I ain't got nobody. All I got ahead is a moonlit road. A moonlit road.
Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Cincinnati Lions esports Valorant action. Today we have the Cincinnati Lions facing off against the Augusta Gnomes in the Platinum League of the Spring Split. Today for the Lions we have God, Polish Demon, Blossomy, Viper, Zephyr, Lover, and Sunny all competing against Artash, Doodles, Pow, Rogi, and Fetch. So we do have the Cincinnati Lions on the defense as signified up there by the teal portraits, and right now we are going to be seeing the Augusta Gnomes pushing forward on the attack, trying to make something happen here on this map, which is Lotus. This is a map that the Lions are excited to be playing on. Definitely a map that they've been practicing and enjoying as of late. Through the map ban process, it did seem like both teams were excited for it. And we ended up on it for this week's match. Ooh, Fetch going down to a great flick shot there from Sunny. Artash getting the trade. Right now, Lions not looking too good in round number 1 as they are down 2 to 4 players with the spike on the ground. Rogi going down to Zephyr. Zephyr likely to try to maybe get out of this position. Nope, is going to stay on the course and does go down. And that is going to be a first round victory for the Augusta Gnomes, bringing them to a 1-0 lead in today's match. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue seeing if this team is going to continue to push for the A side or if they're going to be mixing it up to the B or C. On Lotus, there are 3 locations in which the spike can be dropped. And as I'm saying this, just let me know if the audio is coming in okay or if there's any issues with hearing the gameplay audio. I'm doing a little bit of a different setup today, so please, any feedback would be very appreciated on that front. Now, we do see another A push here. And we do have Lover, who many of you may know from the Rocket League team as well. Ooh, we got the Augusta Gnomes coming through this little side door. Lover getting some shots off, but does end up going down. Sunny as well. And we have the rest of the Lions rotating back over towards the A site. Zephyr is getting some peeks on this head from Fetch, but ends up getting bogged down and taken by Artash. Lost Me Viper and Polish Demon each taking out a different player. Ooh, Boss Me Viper getting some good hits off.
My camera is disappointed.
Slowly working down the HP on Rogi there. 1 or 2 more shots would be all it takes, but Fetch does take down Blossomy Viper, and Doodles takes out Polish Demon for a second round victory for the Augusta Gnomes. So now we should be at the point where the Lions likely have enough funds to start getting the weapons that they wanted. So, that first round really kind of sets the pace and the momentum. Mama B with the hype. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream, everybody.
That works.
And we are seeing a little bit of a change in the defense. So we do have the Cincinnati Lions setting up a little bit more heavy on the A side. But of course, this is the time where the Augusta Gnomes are opting to push for the B location. So good timing from the Augusta Gnomes when it comes to mixing up their offensive strategy here, getting, poking one spot over and over again, getting the Lions to commit to it. Doodle's taking out Blossomy Viper. And we do see the Lions all stacked up right here in this one spot, trying to push and get this spike taken care of on the B site. Some blinds do go down. Sunny and Zephyr each taking out 1 gnome each. Right now it is 3v3, and it does look like the Lions have pretty much secured the B location. At some point, someone's going to have to go and disarm, though. Slowly running out of time. Last player standing is Polish Demon. He does go down, and that's going to be a 3-0 victory for the Augusta Gnomes. All right, pretty early timeout coming from the coach, Ari. Awesome, thank you, Mama B, for the feedback on the audio. And so I'm not surprised that they're calling an early timeout here. There was probably something that Ari recognized with kind of the frequency of the punches, like a couple to A and then to B, and then obviously, losing the first 3 rounds so quickly definitely probably brings something to attention to Ari. So I have no doubt that the team is discussing some ways ahead. Now this does give time for the Augusta Gnomes as well, right? So it's just a full minute timeout for the entire match. It's not just, a one-sided timeout, which is obvious, but it's something to consider when you call them. All right, in just about 8 seconds, we will be getting right back into it. hoping that the Lions start building up some momentum. Okay, they have gone back to more of a split defense. That push on the B site, telling them that they can't ignore it. And here Lover's gonna, oh my goodness, Fetch with the great headshot on Lover is gonna strengthen the odds in the Gnomes' favor. Sunny taking the high ground, allowing the Gnomes to kind of just come in and wait for some reinforcements. Doodle's gonna be getting the plant off. Sunny getting a great shot. Zephyr taking down Fetch, but Doodles does crack back at Sunny. And now we see Polish Demon, Blossomy Viper, and Zephyr as the last 3 remaining players left for the Lions against the 3 Gnomes. Zephyr with a good trade there. Ooh, a little bit of a scoped fight at close range. Good weapon swap here. Rogi takes out Polish Demon, leaving Blossom to their own. Gets a great shot there on Artash. 1 player remaining, but this bomb is about to go off. You can see the Gnome player running away, and this bomb is imminent. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 0-4 victory for the Gnomes as Blossom is taken out by that exploding spike. Definitely close. And that was a match where we could see, you know, they must have discussed something in that timeout that helped them bring these rounds a little bit tighter. 0-4 by no means insurmountable. It doesn't feel good, but just makes for a little bit of a longer game.
That's a good spot.
All right, now we do see a little bit of an audible being called here by the Augusta Gnomes, and I think it'll be identified rather quickly. Right now, the defenders on the A site realizing, okay, hey, we're not really seeing much going on over here, and we have Blossomy Viper with some observation that he will probably be able to, well, I guess it is a tripwire that he put over there, but he's going to be the first one to come in contact with this Augusta Gnomes team as they start coming through. And he's seeing the different abilities go off. He's seeing the shots coming through the smoke. It's time for him to kind of rotate away and wait for the rest of his team to show up. Now, Blossomy Viper is able to take down Rogi, and we do have a good amount of Lions on the site. Whoa, super close fight there by Sunny. And now we're down to 2 Lions to the 4 Gnomes. And that's going to be a 5th round victory for the Augusta Gnomes in this match. A little chaotic there. I do like that they've been mixing it up. Something we haven't seen the Gnomes have to do, and I'm curious that they're, you know, when we will see it, is the one thing is they've been charging the sites in pretty tight formation without any need so far to have to like re-rotate to another, right? So even when they've been pushing the A site and facing resistance, they commit. We have not seen any type of back away or slow play. It is just pure move forward and get on the site. And I say that, and now we're starting to see a little bit of slower play on the A site. We do have the Viper towards the B location, creeping around. Zephyr might end up in contact there. But players are rotating towards the A site in defense, and that's exactly when the Gnomes, they're going to be sneaking over to the B site, and I think that's where the plant's going to be going down by Artash. Ah, Lover not peeking around the right-hand corner there. Does get knocked out by Fetch. Zephyr taking a ton of damage. All right, only 2 Gnomes remaining.
Here. 1 enemy remaining.
The enemy remaining is Fetch. Does go down a blaze of glory, and now Zephyr going to be getting the defuse after getting that last pick. And this is going to put the Lions on the board with a 5-1 score. We've got ourselves a game, and here we go. Papa Bear, thank you for the subscription with Prime. So how this works, right, is if you subscribe to the channel using your Amazon Prime account, there should be a little crown on the stream. It's completely free, right? It just lasts for 1 month, so it's something that you have to do every month if you'd like to support the channel and the team. All of those funds that come from the Prime subscription go straight into helping offset the cost for any of our teams that make it into the North American Finals. And right now, we do look to have a few teams in the Cincinnati Lions across our titles participating in that in Florida this summer, so very exciting. Okay, so no real action on the B site. We do have Blossomy Viper holding down the A location, which is a little bit of a different like formation that they're running. But this is exactly what I was talking about before. We're seeing a little bit more of a slow play, a little bit more of a spread offense, not really giving away where they're going. Whoa, Lover almost walking into some bullets there. And here comes the push. So the Gnomes are going to easily get this spike down on the C location. But with the placement of the agents right now for the Lions, they're going to know exactly where it's going down. Lover taking some hits there. Waiting a little bit, kind of moving up, looking for opportunities while he waits for the rest of the team. You know, when this goes down, he's going to have awesome opportunity to get some shots. And he does get one through the smoke. Misses an opportunity for a second, but the Gnomes are buying time, and the Lions are going to have to make a move here. All right. Goes for the defuse. All right, starting to commit for the defuse while the rest of the Lions go to fight the team. I'm glad he did because this needs to happen right now, and the defenders win. Cincinnati Lions bringing it 2-5 against the Augusta Gnomes. All right, again this time we do have Blossom over here on the A side. He was hanging out in the C location for a while. I don't know if this is something they may have discussed or something that they came up with on the fly, but you can see their defense has changed. They've got the Omen kind of floating between B and A, and then they've got Sunny and Blossom over here on A, and this is where they're going to see it. All right. They've made their presence known. Rogi taking down Zephyr. Really making this kind of rough for the remaining Lions on site. Ooh, Blossom with a great shot on Fetch. But that just leaves Sunny and Blossom still on site. Now Sunny with a shotgun, never mad about that. Does go down, and the last player standing is going to be Lover against 3 enemy players. Question is he going to be able to make it? Oh, called that teleport beautifully. And the plant is down. So he knows the plant's at the A site. Trying to seek the high ground here. Mama B, thank you so much for the subscription. All right, sneaking around. Enemy players hanging out in this little room. Wide swing, gets one. Oh, man. Great attempt by Lover, almost taking down Doodles, but Doodles does get that final kill. And that is going to bring the Augusta Gnomes to 6-2. But that was really, really close. Definitely anyone's game at this point. All right, I think we're going to see more of the same from the Gnomes with a hard push onto the A site. Ooh, some goo to the face of Zephyr. Now, I like this a little bit more. Now, unfortunately, Blossom is a little alone and unafraid. Definitely going to need some support from his additional players. Lover ends up going down, rotating to the A site. But Blossom has definitely bought some time for the rest of the Lions. Now, we do see a little bit of a rotation towards the B site, but not with the spike. So, ooh, good shot by Sunny there. Taking down Rogi, getting some revenge for Lover, who went down earlier by that same player. Ooh, just a little bit slow on the trigger. Uses some smoke. Now the spike has made its way all the way to the C site. And this is going to be a little bit more of a problem for the Lions, with the exception that Ooh, great shot by Sunny. So that definitely gives us the numerical advantage for the Lions. But what I like here for the Lions is that the spike is down, and the Gnomes are all spread out. But I say that, and then 2 Lions go down. So now I would say the odds are a little bit more in the Gnomes' favor. Blossomy, I think he thinks he has this cleared. Sunny taking down Doodles. Oh! Blossom going down. It's all up to Sunny. And he goes down as well. And that's going to be 7-2 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes. That was a little bit more of a chaotic round, but what I liked about it was that the Lions, they forced a rotate from an initial push. So we've seen that the Augusta Gnomes can do it now, but we also saw how they did it. And like I was saying earlier, I think that there was an opportunity there for the Lions when they were consolidated to kind of have isolated fights against the Augusta Gnomes players that were spread across the map. Now, what I'm not sure about is because they were spread out and the Lions didn't have good visibility of the sites, I'm not sure they knew where the spike was. I think they might have thought the spike was on the B site. Sunny with a shot on Fetch, but does get taken down by Artash, as well as Lover and Zephyr. This is looking to be like another good push for the Gnomes. But they're trying to take their time, which they've got plenty of. Over a minute left in this round. They're cutting off some avenues of approach here. Ooh, Blossomy delaying that plant. Is forced forward by Doodles and does go down. So good play there by the Gnomes. Got to give it to them. And that's going to increase their lead to 8-2. Seeing more mixing up of the defense. Not entirely privy to their plays, so to speak. And we are seeing Lover kind of bounce back and forth with this opposing player. Zephyr now taking a turn, getting some shots off. Now Pow does take out Sunny. But their push on the A side is definitely delayed. And we see Blossomy Viper going down around the south side of the map. In a little while, this may become very dangerous for the Gnomes. Oh, Polish Demon didn't see the Omen down there on the low ground, and they are going to get this plant off on the B site. All the attention here on the A site. It's not going to bode well. Uh-oh. Zephyr's about to run around the corner into 2 enemy players. Pow ending up with that pick. Leaves Blossomy Viper and Lover to defuse this spike. Lover with a big spray does take down Rogi. But they are still sitting 2-4. Now I'm not sure if Lover saw that arm poking out there. Oh, and he goes down to Artash. 9-2 in favor of the Augusta Gnomes.
Last round in the half.
All right, we're about to hit halftime, and that does mean a swap in sides. Going from defense to offense may be what the Lions need to build up some momentum here. It also means a clear wipe of the economy. So all body armor and weapons, etc., that they've been able to compile so far will be reset for both teams, and they'll be back on a pistol round.
That works.
They are so dead.
All right, the Lions looking for a victory here. We're going to keep an eye on Lover because I think he might have an opportunity.
The hunt begins.
Well, no, I guess that enemy Viper is not moving forward. We'll go ahead and check out what's going on the A side. We have already lost Zephyr. Got one of Gecko's little buddies floating around.
Cage triggered.
Oh, come on. There we go, Blossom. Artash does get the plant off. Very aggressive plant there. A lot of fighting going on immediately around it. Oh, a little bit of high ground. Oh, but great. Blossomy taking down 2 players before being eliminated.
One enemy remaining.
Only 1 enemy. This is the round for the Lions. Lover getting Rogi, and now it just comes down to the defuse, which Sunny is knocking out right now, and that is going to be a victory for the Lions, bringing the score 9-3 at the half. So now we're going to see them swap over to the offense. We're going to see their portrait color change to red. We're going to see the sides completely change. And now is the time that we are hoping that the Lions can start building a momentum. Now the A site, historically a site that the Lions like to hit, but we've also seen from them a lot of rotates when it comes to this map. You know, there are 3 opportunities, 3 different areas in which this spike can be planted. And so being able to spread it around, being flexible in where you decide to go, is powerful. Now, the big reason why I think the Lions may be able to do better on the offense on this map than not is the fact that you have to spread out on the defense, right? So the Lions, in most of their engagements while on the defense, were at a disadvantage from a numbers count, and they were fighting 2-1, 3-1, just based on how they needed to defend as the Gnomes were attacking. But on the offense, you can control when you really initiate a lot of these battles. Now, the Augusta Gnomes playing very forward. Oh my goodness, Lover, great peek there. Blasting Pow right over the corner of the smoke, but I'm curious if these Gnomes are going to be able to sneak up behind the Lions, unfortunately. Polish Demon taking down Doodle, still a full 5 to the Lions' name. And they've got the C-site all to themselves. This was what I was talking about, being able to pick and choose where you're going, where you're fighting, when you're fighting. And all of those fights that they were engaging in, they had numerical superiority. So, you know, definitely a way in which the Lions feel a little bit more comfortable, it appears. Rightfully so. But they've definitely shown that they've been able to maximize on it. So coming around this corner, we might see a couple. Lover taking down Rogi. Ooh, Sunny barely, almost not getting Fetch, but Fetch does go down. The attackers win, and that's going to close the gap. Cincinnati Lions getting their 4th round victory in this match. That spike was kind of close. I was nervous that Lover was going to get caught in it. But luckily the round did end in time. Alright, here we go. I do think the first fight is going to be over here between Fetch and Blossom. Fetch missing some of these shots. Or I'm sorry, Blossom missing some of these shots. Fetch taken off. But you know what? That's giving the Lions an opportunity. They stacked up on A again and are now pushing hard C. Looks like Fetch did take some damage there from Sunny, but is still alive and kicking. Zephyr's getting this plant off quickly. Now, they haven't knocked anyone out yet. Ooh, Zephyr. A couple close shots. Oh! Fetch takes Zephyr down as he was using an ability. Sunny gets one before going down. Lover getting taken out. Oh no, not looking good for the Lions. Oh, the reload! I do think the Gnomes are going to be able to get this defuse off, and that's going to bring them 10-4.
Here.
It does look like we have another timeout being activated by the Lions. Quick little minute for both teams to just chat, talk about strategy, figure out what they're going to do. And I think the biggest concern at this point, obviously we can't hear the players, but there's probably an opportunity for some frustration to be building up, right? And so our coaches make sure that they can talk through all of the issues and concerns that are happening. But with that being said, the Augusta Gnomes, they're 3 rounds away from a victory in this match. And so the Lions need to do something, and they need to do something different and fast and effective in order to close this gap. This gap is starting to spread pretty drastically, and that's okay a little bit in the beginning, but once you start hitting the 10 round wins, it can snowball pretty fast. So definitely want to make sure the Lions are comfortable. They've got a game plan, and they attack aggressively. So we're going to see what they end up doing here. So they just spoke. What we've seen the past couple of rounds while the Lions have been on the offense is they've been stacking up, looking like an A side push, and then rotating over towards the C site. Now, I'd say the second time didn't work, but I don't think it went poorly. I think the Gnomes just did a pretty good job of getting in there fast. Now, Powell with great defense there is able to take down Sunny. Lover jumps up, gets one, almost gets a second through the smoke. Oh my goodness.
Spike down A.
But Lions going down all over the place, leaving Blossomy Viper completely alone. The spike on the ground. Blossomy takes down Fetch. Fetch proving to be a pretty lethal member of the Augusta Gnomes team. I mean, if we look here, Fetch has 14 kills. So a good pick from Blossom as he tries to work his way around the map to get as many picks as he can. Now he unfortunately swings right into the crosshairs of 2 enemy players and does go down for it. Bringing the score to 11-4. All right. Team setting up, going through their buy phase. Curious how they're going to push this attack this time. Does look like we have Sunny on the right. Potentially draw some fire, maybe get some picks on the A site, show some presence. We had Blossomy kind of peeking to the left, but it does look like a little bit of a commit here going towards B. Now Rogi taking down Sunny over on the A site, but Blossomy watching the rear, making sure that no one sneaks around, takes them as they're trying to approach the B. Right now, the Lions are just taking their time, waiting for some of these smokes and things to, I think, peter out. Might be part of it. Get some visibility. Maybe wait for the Gnomes to make a mistake and lose an agent. Oh, and Lover might have... Oh, they're racing. They're racing over to the seaside. Oh my goodness. Fetch and Pow knocking 2 Lions off in an ambush.
Player standing.
That leaves Blossom. Gets 1 player right before getting gooped. And does go down to Artash in a furious pistol fight. Now this does put the Augusta Gnomes on match point.
Match point.
And so, I mean, the Lions are in an unfortunate situation of having to win 8 matches in a row. Well, actually, I can't see the score right there. Yeah, 8 matches in a row to stay in this game, right? You got to win by 2. So if they can tie it up to 12, then the Gnomes will have to, you know, play to 14 if they're wanting to snag a victory off of the Lions. But right now, the Gnomes have been playing a very tight game. They've been playing very well. And we're going to see if the Lions can come back and try to close the gap here. And it would be one heck of an upset at this point. Sunny taking down Pow, I believe that was. Doodles getting the trade. We see a full stack over here on the B site. A trade. Oh, a couple trades. 2v2.
I've got your trail.
And both those enemy players are on the B side. So I think right now what we're seeing is a quick rotate. I'm going to guess C? No, they are going A. And now if Blossomy can get there in time, might be able to catch Artash as he's coming out of this door. Viper Wall gets activated there. Oh, and Doodles from that other avenue of approach does end up taking Blossom out, leaving Polish Demon to his own. Gonna try to get this plant off. Does get the plant off, and now has to survive 2 enemy players, but does get shot down by Doodles from the high ground. I think that's gonna be it. GG's. Great game by the Augusta Gnomes. Great game by the Cincinnati Lions. And that is going to be another complete week in this Platinum League series in the spring split of XP League. Great job to both teams. And we'll have more for you, not next week. Next week we're going on a break for kind of like the Easter weekend and everything. But we'll be back the week after that. And shortly after, we'll have some regionals. And the regionals will be the qualifier for what teams get to go to the North American Finals in Orlando, Florida in the end of June. So thank you for watching. Great games, everybody. And have a wonderful night.